Hi everyone, thank you for joining me here at Into the Calm Tarot. Today is a little bit of a different video. As I woke up this morning, I received a download. In April, my father passed away. He just dropped of a major heart attack, and ever since he passed, I've been really trying to connect with him and feel close to him. And the week he passed, I was already receiving so many signs from him. So many signs that my cousin went out and bought me a book to write down all the signs so I never forget them. So as I woke up this morning, I heard a message talk about the signs, and I'm a little nervous doing this, but I feel like it's important because when you lose somebody you love so much, the grieving process is so hard, and the signs are what comforts us and makes us feel connected to the other side, right? So I want to come on here and talk about my crazy signs that my dad has given me, and I know they're from him. I'm going to do this in a little bit of I'm not going to do it all in one video because there's just so many signs, but I want to share them with you. And at the end of it all, I want to hear the signs maybe you've received from spirit or someone you love that has, transitioned. So maybe I'll just start from the beginning of the first. I'm going to try to add some photos in here as I go along, just so you could see them. So my dad, he loved his beer. And so the week he passed, he would drink bottles or cans, didn't matter, but he mostly drank the cans of beer. So my mother, my brother, and I were standing at our doorway, and my mother and I were saying goodbye to my brother, and his girlfriend was there as well. And this was the week he'd been passed for maybe a few days. So we're obviously all, in a weird state. All of a sudden, we hear a can of beer fall in the basement. Like, we literally heard a can drop on the ground, empty. And we all kind of look at each other and we're like, what the hell? So my brother runs downstairs and literally looks everywhere. He looks in the fruit cellar, he looks in the furnace room, he looks in the little living room we have down there, and there was not one sign of a beer can that was on the ground. So we were kind of all like, what the hell? This is crazy. So, we knew it. We're like, yep, that's Dad. He's still here, he's still walking around here, and he's still probably trying to drink a beer, right? So that was the first sign. I'm just referring to my book because it has been, a few months. It's been since April, but the week my father passed, I was in my room. I still live with my parents, and I was in my bedroom, and I was cleaning one of my shelves, and the shelf is parallel. Like the door to the hallway is right beside my shelf. So as I'm cleaning and, dusting some stuff off, reorganizing, I see literally a shadow walk by my room. And I'm like, oh, it's my mom. But then I didn't hear anything. And I'm like, that's weird. I didn't hear anything. I don't hear her walk. I don't hear her in the bathroom. I don't hear her in her bedroom. So I step outside to the hallway and I'm looking around. There's no one in the hallway. I go into the living room. My mom's laying on the couch. And I'm like, Mom, were you just walking in the hallway? She's like, no, I haven't moved for the past 15 minutes. I've been watching my show. And I'm like, oh, that was so weird. What the heck was that? I literally seen like something went by my room, the door. Right? So that was a few days after the beer can incident. So I'm like, okay, so maybe my dad's walking around here. I took it as a sign. Okay, some people would just be like, oh, it's your imagination. But no, I'm like, something went by my room. Another sign, which is really weird because they do say like animals can really sense and feel spirit, right? The few days, actually, I have 2 cats and a dog, and they were really affected by this loss because we all lived together, and my dad was a big animal lover, and my dog was so mopey. She was acting super strange, down, just looking sad, like she could feel the energy, which obviously they can feel energy. And then my cats were acting really bizarre. Like, I mean, they were getting low to the ground as if they were like seeing something, and they were acting kind of creepy. I was like, what are they doing? So one morning I was up at 5 a.m. and I was just walking around the kitchen. Obviously, when somebody passes, that you're close to, it's hard to sleep. So 5 a.m. and I have a story about 5 a.m. which I will get back to after the story. I'm walking in the kitchen and I'm looking down at my cat, and he's looking up at me, and I swear he did this motion. He looked at me and then he did circles around my head as if he was following something that was like he was following the shape of my head all around, like right above me here. And he was doing that for, I swear, like over a minute. And I was like, what is he seeing right now? Like, this is crazy. I've never seen him do that. He for sure was seeing spirit. And I never really thought too much of this until these weird things were happening. So pay attention, I guess, to your animals, like they can really sense and feel things. They are very intuitive creatures. I want to get back. I think this will be my last example because I am going to do another video. I just have too many signs, and it gets deeper and deeper and deeper with the signs, like more specific. So for about 2 weeks after my father passed, the routine every morning was he would get up for work between 4:30 and 4:45 in the morning. He would wake me up. I would listen to him walk around the house. I'd hear him go to the bathroom. I'd hear him go into the kitchen. I'd hear him make his espresso. I can smell espresso. And I would just stay awake till he left for work, and I would fall back asleep as soon as I heard the door close and he was off to work. For 2 weeks after my father passed, it was like clockwork. I was up at 5 a.m. every single morning for maybe 2 weeks plus, to the point where it felt like I was being tortured. I'm like, okay, why? Like, my internal clock keeps waking up at 5 a.m. and I feel like I'm going to hear him, and I'm going to, there were some mornings where I was waiting to hear him, and those were hard mornings, right? Because you're not hearing them anymore. And then I was watching things, listening to spiritual teachers and, signs from the afterlife and things like that. And that is very, very common for your loved ones to wake you up at a certain time or come and visit. They say that the visitation hours are in the middle of the night, from, I believe they say 3 a.m. to like 5 a.m. or even 2. Like, that's when they come to get a hold of you. And now looking back, it was my dad's way of saying, I'm still here. I am still with you. So, as much as it was driving me crazy because it was making my grieving a lot harder, it was his way of saying, you know, I'm still here. I'm still around. And I believe that. I totally believe that. You know, let me see if I can share one more with you, because I know these are like, I don't want to get into that now, because I have a whole story about his funeral and the things he did at his funeral, which was just crazy. I don't want to get into this. I want to save this for another video. I really do. So anyway, the whole point of this video is to share some comforting stories. But my whole point of this video is I want to hear your signs. I want to know how you connect. And because if we all come together and share these kind of stories, it's comforting, it's reassuring, it helps. I believe that, because with every sign I get, I know that he's here. I know that spirits exist. I believe in the afterworld, the afterlife, the transition period. I believe in all of that. And I always have, but now more so than ever. So what I want to do is leave you my Instagram. It is Into the Calm. So IN, the number 2, THECALM. If you add me there, send me a message or hit me up in the comments below. I mean, if you want to send me any kind of pictures that you want to show or anything like that, then do it through Instagram. If not, hit me up in the comments below. I really, really want to know what signs you receive from spirit and your loved ones, because I truly believe in that. And, you know, if we can all come together and comfort and help each other out, I would love that for my channel. Anyway, no cards today. We are not doing any readings today, but I will continue with the readings starting next week, and I will be posting some shorts today on the major arcanas, and also an announcement. I am going to be doing the card of the day. I don't know when I'm going to start that. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but for sure this week. I want to pull energy card of the day for some advice for the collective. Anyway, my lovely people, wherever you are in the world, I always send you much love, much life, yes, much life, much love, much light, and much life. Of course, healthy and happy and full of love. Okay, till the next video. Bye.